The narcissist and their gaslighting, possibly one of their most favourite manipulation tactics to use against other people. The term gaslighting comes from a 1938 play called Gaslight. In 1944, this was released as a film. Gaslight is a film about a woman whose husband slowly manipulated her into believing that she was coming insane. Signs that you've been gaslighted: 1, no longer feeling like the person you used to be. 2, being more anxious and less confident than you used to be. 3, often wondering if you're too sensitive. 4, feeling like everything you do is wrong. 5, always thinking it's your fault when things do go wrong. 6, apologising often. 7, having a sense that something's wrong but being unable to identify what it is. 8, often questioning whether your response to your partner, your parent, whoever the narcissist is in your life, or other people is appropriate, e.g. wondering if you were too unreasonable or not loving enough. 9, making excuses for your partner's behaviour or other people's behaviour towards you. 10, avoiding giving information to family or friends to avoid confrontation. 11, feeling isolated from friends and family. 12, finding it increasingly hard to make decisions. 13, feeling hopeless and taking little or no pleasure in activities that you used to enjoy or day-to-day life. Common gaslighting phrases are: you're crazy, that didn't happen, you need a mental evaluation, you need help, it was only a joke, you're too sensitive, not my problem, you're overreacting, I told you last week, how can you not remember, you're losing your mind, you must be imagining things again. So what is gaslighting? Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation to put seeds of doubt into people's minds in the aim to make those around them question reality, doubt their memories, and question their own sanity. It's a hideous form of mental manipulation. It has extremely traumatic effects on your mental health and your physical health. Unfortunately, by the way a narcissistic person draws you in with the idealization stage, then slowly and carefully takes you down with lots of different manipulation methods, it's extremely hard to spot while it's happening to you. People are extremely susceptible to gaslighting. The narcissist gaslighting destroys your emotional well-being, your mental health, and your physical health, as the narcissist then takes more control over your mind and your life. And with those intermittent plays of them being nice and idolizing you again, it's extremely difficult to recognize it's happening whilst it's happening. Gaslighting is about untruths or extending facts into something they were not, making up stories or events that didn't happen, punishing people, telling people something did happen that never actually did happen, hiding things, taking power away from others by confusing them, destroying people's character to the person themselves and to those around them. Outright lies said so sincere that you question yourself. You know something happened, yet the narcissist with great conviction denies it ever happened. They will say, I never said that, or that didn't happen, or you must have dreamt that. They will guilt trip you into believing their reality, and they will argue and blame you for anything and everything that's wrong. And you feel like you're losing your mind over events. Then you're being gaslighted, and it's all done so that you lose your sense of reality and your own beliefs and your own values. They are all done so you end up so full of shame and self-doubt you daren't speak up to the narcissist or those close to you for reality checks. Gaslighting causes cognitive dissonance within our minds. This is when a person has inconsistent thoughts. This is when you end up with two or more realities, beliefs or values. Life's hard enough at times living one existence, yet when you've always got someone you believe to love you, then acts like they don't, this causes two different beliefs within our minds. Then when they have rewritten history on you, this causes you to question reality of what happened, living two different realities within your mind, no longer being able to distinguish between the two. Then with all their gaslighting and your mind trying to process everything while in a state of confusion with the cognitive dissonance, plus the effects mental abuse has on our brains, but as it shrinks our hippocampus, which holds our memories, and it enlarges our amygdala, which houses our emotions, we live with a memory not able to maintain what it used to, and out of control emotions that we cannot seem to get control over our own emotions. Gaslighting puts our minds through massive trauma and stress. This can lead to emotional outbursts, apologising then for those outbursts, not wanting to be around others as you feel so negative within yourself, and your reactive behaviour, questioning if you are too sensitive as your emotions are all over the show. Once your mind in this state, you genuinely believe that you are at fault, and it becomes easier for the narcissist to gaslight you all the more, and harder for you to see what's happening and leave. With their With their added threats, intimidation and gaslighting of no one will love you and you're crazy, we end up genuinely feeling like we are to blame, that no one will love us and that we are lucky to have them. And often with our reactions to them, and those around us don't see the build up to it, we do look like we are going crazy, and they will go and tell everybody that we are going crazy. You are far from crazy. No one deserves to be abused. You're not at fault. The whole toxic relationship forms when they start to gaslight your mind. No matter what happened afterwards, what you did or did not do, the gaslighting is the source of the problems, the source of your pain, and the source of your discomfort. When you're being gaslighted, it is very, very difficult to see what's happening to you, and it often helps with their smear campaign because of what it does to your mind. Recovery from gaslighting. A lot about recovery is letting go of that inner shame. Also, letting go of your own pride and your own ego. Then asking others for reality checks, as you could be worried what other people might think. I had a lot of inner shame and ego to release to recover back to my happy self, because the narcissist makes you believe that you're the cause of the problems, and you think people will turn away from you or not believe you. You cannot get the truth and the correct answers from a narcissist. Their version of reality will always be different from those around them. They can never be accountable, and they will not accept responsibility. Only false apologies if they believe they have something to gain by doing so. They enjoy you calling them out, as this gives them more power and more control over you, to gaslight you more and hit your emotions. And they love to provoke reactions from you. And those reactions are so easy to come out of you when your emotions are all over the place. They will twist and turn more and more onto you with their word salad to send you further into depths of despair. If you questioned your part, doubted yourself, thought you were to blame, you are not a narcissist. Your reactions are normal human behaviour in extremely difficult circumstances due to you being so manipulated by them. You need to work on releasing any guilt you have, releasing those traumas, and developing a new positive mindset, a new inner self full of self-worth, full of confidence, not arrogance. There is a big difference between arrogance and confidence. You can be confident and not be narcissistic. Well, be a narcissist. When you work on your inner self, listen to your instincts. Even if you're not sure what they are telling you, you will become so much happier and more confident within your own abilities and trust within yourself. Only you can create your boundaries and your values for you, and then others can respect them as yours or no longer be a part of your life. People around you don't have to understand them or agree to them. Just respect them as your own, as you respect other people's, and not walk all over them. You need your personal values and you need your boundaries, and your actions need to match your words. Those around your actions need to match your words, because then people understand that those are your boundaries and you're not going to be taken down. Your no needs to be no, and you need to stick to your no. So people with lots of false promises that continue to let you down, you don't need those kinds of people in your life. There are plenty of good people in the world to surround yourself with. Those who abandon you in your time of need, put you down, never accept any blame. No matter how nice they can be, they are abusive, and you need to safely find a way out and safely stay out. If you are out, you need to remember you cannot help them, you cannot fix them. So the next time they come for the hoover with the pity plays and the false apologies and all the other manipulation they use, don't go back. Find something else to do to keep you happy and keep you on track. If you're still with them, you've got to stop turning to them for help and realise that they don't help. They only bring you further down. They only make you feel worse, and you need to start turning into yourself for those answers. Allow yourself to make mistakes, and it's hard when you've lived through gaslighting, abuse, always questioning yourself. Making mistakes is how we learn. To fail is our first attempt in learning. You might acknowledge the fact that you've made a mistake, but when you've been in this kind of relationship, most people often then end up really taking it out on themselves when they've made a mistake, and you've got to recognise that you are allowed to make mistakes and not beat yourself up about them. Learning to make your own choices. It is, it is hard to relearn to think for ourselves when the narcissist gaslighting has you questioning everything you do. Learning to make your own choice again is one method of recovery, and not worrying if you make a mistake in a decision. You just learn from it and make a choice again until you find the correct choice for you. Not everyone has all the answers when they're making choices throughout life. You've just got to listen to your instincts and go with what feels right for you in that moment in time. With good intentions, there is no wrong way or right way to live your life. There is only your way. Letting your emotions out safely. If you need to cry, then cry it out. If you are feeling frustrated, punch that pillow. Whatever allows you to let your emotions out safely. Be kind towards yourself. The fact that you've been gaslighted is a fact, and you are far from alone. A narcissist is highly skilled at manipulation. Be thankful that you are now aware and you can take the right steps to recover. It is hard breaking free. It is also worth it. Your mental and physical health, and you will become a much happier person, and you will have a life filled with more joy. I'm Elizabeth Shaw. Thank you very much for listening. I shall add some links in the description on where you can find me on social media, the online courses that I do have available, and I'll add a video on overcoming guilt, overcoming anger and resentment. If you have any advice for anyone else in the community that's listening to the video, please add it into the comments, as you never know who that might help. If you have any questions about any further information you'd like, please also add that into the comments, and I will do my best to get a video on about it. Thank you very much for listening. And today, start looking at things that you want in your future to make you happier. Start looking at how you really want to live your life, what steps you can take to get you there. Even if it's just looking at things online to begin with, to getting outside and looking around at things that you would like from your life, things that make you happy, things that you enjoy doing. Reading, writing, exercise, yoga, meditation, a new career, a new home. Just take the simple steps just to have a look and see what it is for you, and then start writing down the things that you would like in your future. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.